week, I really enjoyed the adventure of flying with my son Randall in his prop plane to Greenwood, South Carolina. We made the trip to get his plane electronics updated, and we showed you the adventures of flying home commercial, running through airports and so forth. And if you're interested in seeing that video, I'll leave a link to that one in the description below. We got up at 2:30 in the morning, walked out of the house by 3 to get to the Greater Cincinnati Airport by 4:15 a.m. I survived TSA and almost felt like a strip search in that place, and hurry up and run through the airport in order to get on this 5 a.m. flight headed for Charlotte, North Carolina. Once we arrived in Charlotte, it was 7 a.m. We went over to the rent-a-car place to pick up a vehicle to travel through the South Carolina countryside for well over 2 hours to get to the Greenwood Airport to pick this plane up. And we'll show you what happens from there. Hi, my name is Mark and welcome to my channel. Hit that little subscribe button down there and I'm going to bring you all the fun. That's right, Maysville, Kentucky, simple living. I'm in a place called Greenwood, South Carolina. Back down here to pick up Randall's plane, and we're going to get the fuel truck up here and fill it up, and we're going north to Kentucky. Let's show you some of the fun together. Can't wait. Last week when we were landing at this airport, I told Randy I bet this was a U.S. Army Air Corps base, training base here in South Carolina during World War II because of the way the runways are shaped. And after doing a little research, I'm exactly right. It was a United States Army Air Corps field called the Coronica Army Airfield, built in 1943, right during World War II. It was a sub-base to the Greenville Army Air Base, supporting the B-25 Mitchell medium bomber training for the 3rd Air Force. That's cool.
Fill her up. Oh yeah. Don't leave home without it, as they say.
Love to show you the real reason why we made this adventure to South Carolina. Check out this brand new Garmin GPS equipment mounted in this plane. I could watch this thing in front of me all the way home and pretty much knew exactly how long it was going to take to get there and where we were. The technology in today's world is absolutely fascinating to know where you're at all times. That's a very deep hole out the starboard window. I could probably actually take a 7-iron and put a golf ball in that one. Maybe. At 3,500 feet, the winds were still mighty strong. So we opted to climb up to 5,500 feet to make a smoother ride. Pretty neat lake up there in the mountains out the starboard window. I bet the fishing there is fantastic. The huge Cave Run Lake in eastern Kentucky looks like a little pond at 5,700 feet high. Just below that spillway is where the Licking River starts, heads right down through eastern Kentucky. One of these days we're going to take a cool canoe trip from there down to Blue Lake State Park. I'm looking forward to that. Being 30 miles or 35 miles away from home now, time to drop in altitude. So we opted to go from 5,500 feet down to 0. So we slowly descended. The Flemingburg, Kentucky Water Towers is on the top left of this picture. You can actually see them from Moorhead, Kentucky. Turning left on Final. You can even see the evening sun is in our eyes, making that runway a little bit tough to see. Three hours and what, 20 minutes, something like that?
Nope, just 3 hours.
We made it. Yes. We got up at 2:30 a.m. this morning, headed down to Greater Cincinnati Airport, then on down to Charlotte, 2-hour drive-in vehicle over to the Greenwood Airport, 3 hours back home flying this airplane. Man, what an adventure. I'm ready to go again. That's a wrap-up on Maysville, Kentucky Simple Living. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next adventure.